Thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to be making a poinsettia wreath. Now this came by a special request of one of our viewers to make a red and white poinsettia wreath, so here we go. So I'm starting off with a hula hoop. Robert just cut it for me here. And I want to cover it with a white stocking. Now this white stocking I just bought at the local dollar store, and you can use anything that's faux fur. I saw faux fur scarves at the Dollar Tree. They only had the one, so I didn't have quite enough. So I found this stocking at another dollar store. So here I am just gluing on one edge of it. Then just basically trying to measure the width. I wanted to make sure I had enough. I didn't want to be short. So I glued on one side. Now I'm just cutting around, and then I'll just glue down the other side. So that faux fur is very forgiving. Just use your hot glue gun. Put it directly onto the hula hoop and just kind of pinch along your faux fur. Just so it's not too bunchy, but it just really hides the seam really well. This project is very easy, so don't be intimidated by it. Just go ahead and give it a go. Very easy. I would rank it on, like a level 2 on the easy scale. Not hard at all. So now I'm just using here a branch of poinsettias. Now I'm going to leave them intact and just bend it a little bit so it's slightly curved, and then zip tie them on. So I have this branch of poinsettias. Now they're a little bit crushed, but we're going to work with it. So first thing I do is just cut off all the poinsettia flowers, leave about a 3-inch stem there. And here I'm just using zip ties. It's actually kind of hard to glue onto the faux fur and be really stable, so I'm using zip ties. So I'm just putting one in each end of this one branch. I should mention that the cost on this is well under $10. The hula hoop was $1.50 at Dollar Tree. I bought the stocking, I think might have been $4. The lights $2, and the branches were like $1.50 or $1.75 each. So it's really affordable project. So I'm just working my way up the sides. I do 2 smaller poinsettias on each side. So I'm zip tying them on for stability again, cutting off the ends, so that's an additional 2 up each side. We appreciate your support. Please like and subscribe. So as I said, these poinsettias are a little bit crushed, so I'm trying to straighten them out a little bit. And what I'll do as well is I'll use a little hot glue and glue down some of the little petals just so that it's a little more open and not so crushed looking. So I thought candle would look really nice inside of here, so I'm just going to zip tie and hot glue it into place. So I put on the zip tie and then use the hot glue to hold it there. So I recruited a little help to stabilize. It was actually very slippery, so the hot glue really helped to hold it into place along with the zip ties. So now I'm just going to add additional hot glue just to keep that zip tie from slipping. I'm applying a leaf on top, and that's just going to add more stability, and it just will not move after we get that secured. And I'm doing the same thing on the other side. Another zip tie, hot glue, and then a leaf on top of that to secure it. And I'm just adding an additional poinsettia just in front of all the leaves and the zip ties, just make sure everything's well hidden. So now I'm refining the look a little bit, adding a little hot glue, pressing down the petals that are pinched up where they don't belong. And what I'm going to do is also add a few leaves here and there where, the zip ties are showing, just to add some balance to the look as well. And if you add like a leaf or a flower on one side, make sure you add it on the other side for balance. So that faux fur just spread everywhere, so I'm using a little tape just to take off the fur off the petals. So I'm adding a few hollyberry branches on the bottom just for some contrast in the wreath as well. So I'm just basically using 4 little sprigs around the bottom. You can also use the existing zip ties just to push the little branches into that. And now I'm going to add some $2 lights from the Dollar Tree, and I'll just wrap them around and around, work them in a little bit. And I want them to show and not be totally hidden either. So just weaving them around, and I zip tied the battery pack to the back. So what do you think? I love it. I really do. I think it's very elegant. I really appreciate getting that special request. If any of you have a request for a project, just write it below. I hope you give it a try. It was really easy to make. Thank you very much for watching.